That's what's up. So that wasn't great, obviously. I know that. And as a result of that particular rep, actually, I've hurt my hip. My knee, surprisingly, even though it was directly underneath me, it just felt a little bit stiff the day after. It was actually all right. But yeah, I flared up a small injury in my hip that I had back in December last year. I think it's going to be all right. I don't think it's really going to actually impact the training cycle. And I thought I'd just talk about why that happened. Now, I suppose the biggest reason for it, the most obvious one, is that there's a new stressor in my life. I should have taken that into account, perhaps, and maybe lighten the weight, or perhaps use a stimulant to try and wake me up a little bit before that session. Both are good ideas, and both are things I'll probably do in the future. Sometimes stresses in our life outside training, that they can't be avoided, and this is one of those circumstances. In addition, it was definitely on my fault for doing a maximal set of 4. When I first came up with this training program, this training cycle to correct what I believe were the flaws of the work cycle, I decided what I'd do on my skills days was work up to a heavy set of 5 at 86 of a goal weight and a heavy set of 3 at at 91% of that goal weight. And I thought, okay, right, how do you get to these target sets? Well, you work up, you start with 5s at the beginning, make it easy, and then 3s, and then 4s and 3s, and you just build up the percentages, right, almost linearly to go and hit that 86 and that 91. Now, immediately after I'd done that, I just went for the simplest idea that I could, and I showed it to my friends, a lot of whom like Shaco style programming, and they just said, why don't you just do 2 sets of 3, 3 sets of 2, 3 by 1, that sort of thing. And I had to say at the time, I agree with them. And actually, I've got on my spreadsheet here, it does say notes for V2, and it change these percentages. And having seen that, I have to agree. Going to that kind of level of failure and form breakdown isn't good. It's not good training. Definitely something I can improve on, and I probably would change that for the next cycle. Reduce the sets almost to like an RPE 8 sort of thing. But maybe one thing I found was actually that was a problem across the board. From the heavy squat, obviously went really badly. The heavy bench on my 4th rep, I misgrooved it completely. It came right at the bottom and made it so much harder for myself. Complete form breakdown. The deadlift, which I did today, that too was hard. The video doesn't look so bad, but I could feel the amount of rounding and stuff that I was doing. So it really wasn't under the category of what I call the skills work. It's just not that. It's just super heavy intensity work where you break down your own form. Now I'm going to see the program out the way I've written it. The next 4 weeks are going to get harder, especially with this new stressor in my life that I talked about. We'll just have to see how it goes.